What's up, everybody? Ebert42 here, back with some more Madden 16 MUT coin making tips. Took a couple weeks off. Sorry, I wasn't really expecting that, guys. But we are back, changing up the schedule a little bit. We're doing our stream live at 11 p.m. Central Time on Thursdays. So the YouTube videos should continue coming out every weekend. Again, come check me out live at twitch.tv/ebert42. If you're watching live right now, I'll throw the link in for YouTube for you to go check out my channel. So while we were gone, we missed out on some good coin making opportunities. If you guys were following me on Twitter, you heard me say to go flip the Leafs from the Thanksgiving collectible. I flipped a couple of the bronze and silvers. There's a lot of those being sold, so they were pretty profitable. The silvers went up a lot when you could do the new set for them for the Black Friday stuff. So hopefully you guys made some coins off that. Paid attention to the promo the way we did during the Most Feared one earlier. Also, there was a Legends bundle out not too long ago. We'll talk about that a little bit during my investment stuff. But I hope you guys got in and worked some of those the way I showed you to in the past. So currently, you guys, we can still flip some badges. I talked to you guys about these in my last video on coin quick flip tips. Badges are still up in price. They've come down a little bit since I last chatted with you all. But we see Legends or Elite badges are down to about 20. I saw these going for about 18K the other night, down in the 19 range a little bit. So still flippable, no doubt. We can get in some bids on some of these 16K. Again, the 80% rule that I've been preaching to you guys the whole time. I do not think these will go up. The Dion set is still holding the price of them where they're at, but I don't see why they would jump back up the way they were before anytime soon. We saw the highest that they would go right after RTTP came out, and they will be on a steady decline. So don't invest in these, but go ahead, pick some of these up cheap. Flip them. You can see they're easily selling for 20K right now. So anything you can get at 16 or cheaper, definitely do. And then same thing goes for everything on down the line. Gold, silver, blah 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 blah. They fixed the auction house, so our sorts actually stay now. So we can see gold badges 4.6, 4.8. I think they're at about 4.8 is what you can steady them at. So you can probably sell at 4.7. These 4.6s are pretty low. But all the way on down through all of those. So as I always tell you guys, pay attention to what's going on. I got a question on Twitter about whether or not people should be flipping the road sign collectibles since they are guaranteed in these bundles. You get a topper that gives a random road sign collectible, and the same goes for this one. So people can get two of them if they spend $100, which plenty of people are doing. Anyway, there's a lot of those road signs out, and they did come down in price a lot because of these bundles. I do think they'll go back up a little bit. I don't know if they're worth investing in, but I know I did flip a couple of those, and I picked one up to complete the set for the Bears. I'll kind of hint at why very shortly here. So definitely get into the auction house while these are still going on. The easiest way I found to find them is to sort collectibles, elite, and then road to the playoffs for program. And then you can sort by teams if you want to kind of break up your searches a little more, dive into the auction house nice and deep the way I showed you guys during the Most Feared promos with the collectibles for that. Bam. So here we can see all these road signs. Some teams are definitely more expensive than others, so pay attention to what these are going for. Check them out on Mutthead, and also, look at the teams. It's really not too tricky. We see this Bengals one is going for 1.5. We just want to know what the cheapest one is right now. It's 35. So hey, there's some coins to be made on that one. I believe the other one was Broncos. So these are going for 26. So there's quite a bit of variance in these, so pay attention to that. But there's some good opportunities to be made on flipping these right now. So kind of segueing off of that, I wanted to talk about a different opportunity to make some coins for you guys that isn't just working the auction house. It's still going to involve some auction house stuff, but we're heading on over into sets here. So because some of those road signs came down, these MVP sets, because they have the wild cards in them the way they do, you know, it's any gold player. You can pick these guys up for 1,000 or under 1,000 if you're patient. Any elite player. Most of these you can get for under 15. If you're patient, you can get them for 10. You know, these specific guys. And on some teams, you might find a dude like this that's going for a decent chunk. But even this guy's only going for 11. So the set's probably pretty easy to do. I know on the Browns, there's a guy going for like almost 200K. The badges we just looked at are like 20K each. And then, you know, the road signs were kind of the big headache. But you see these, you know, 35, you can maybe pick that one up for cheap. I was able to get the Bears one for 3K. So I had a bunch of gold players duplicated, and then I had a couple Fortes and picked a couple more up. I was able to do the set and then sell that guy. And make some coins off of it, actually. So keep your eye on these MVP sets with the road signs out and the bundles that are out right now. Some of these are profitable to do. Go take a look at the MVPs on Muthead and see what they're selling for, and then try to do some of the sets for the more expensive ones that are cheaper. Bam. Segueing off of that, a great thing to focus on right now if you guys want to put a bunch of coins in your pocket is this Road to the Playoffs Masters set. Alright, so we need some of these Master MVP. I'm not sure how I got one of those. Oh, you have to do the MVP sets. You have to do 4 of these. So you can maybe make some profits off these or do some sweet guys that you want to add to your squad while the prices are down on them. But potentially you can make coins while you finish these 4. You got to do the dual styles, which I'm going to suggest that you do not only on your account but some other accounts if you can. At the end here, you need to finish the journey, which the second journey is pretty short. And you need to do a traffic master. After that, you just got to play some games, get some season masters, and then we're looking at 10 badges here. So that's like 200K, but you get 250K back, and you get Tom Brady. That Tom Brady's selling for over 1 million coins right now. It's really expensive. We see why these traffic master collectibles that you have to get. You know, the detour one requires specific dudes, and these guys, a lot of these guys are really expensive because of that. So I looked at, I forget who I looked at, but you know, it was one of these gold guys, and they were going for a lot of coins, some cornerback or something. So I haven't added these all up. You do get 50K for this, but I think you're going to spend a lot of coins on that. Otherwise, the traffic jam is just any players. I think this is a lot easier to get done. You know, especially if you can get these guys for under 1,000. If you can be really patient and do some bidding on these and pick them up for like 500, might work out for you. But you get 1 million coins for Tom Brady if you want to sell them. So if you really want to work towards something to put a bunch of coins in your bank, I would say this would be a great thing to focus on to get that done. So I'm starting to plug away on a little bit of this. Pick up some elite badges if you can get them. I'll be grinding out some head-to-head when I'm done with the dual styles here, and then looking at getting some of the Road to the Playoffs gold players for cheap to get this Traffic Masters done. So should be able to make some coins on another one of these, and then there's a couple players I want to do to keep on the squad. So yeah, look at doing that, guys. All right. So speaking of dual styles, guys, if you're following me on Mutthead, I did a post about doing dual styles without using too many the Schefter Stars cards. And the reason I did that is because I want to recommend where are we looking here? The Ender Masters. That's where they're under. I want to recommend not only doing these on your main account, but also farming them. The sets aren't too crazy hard to get done with the boosted style guys and the reward guys that you have from doing the first style set. So hopefully you didn't put those in any of the gold or silver upgrades. You really only need the gold guys to get this done with those boosted style guys, and then a couple of the elites that have dual styles. So the rewards you get from these guys, though, the 94 Mangold and the 94 McCoy D-Tackle. The D-Tackle's going for 170 and the center's going for 230. So you get 400k. So I've already done these on 2 farm accounts, pocketed, quite a few coins from that. Used the Mangold to get a couple of the solos done on my next account, and then sold that as well as the D-Tackle. We did pick up a Hines Ward. I did pick up a Vernon Davis. I have some guys loaned out to a farm account right now that I'm doing another one of the dual styles on. I'm going to end up doing those on 5 accounts total. So even, just from getting and selling the rewards player on 4 accounts and keeping them for my own on my last account, that's going to be 4, 8, 16. Wow. Like 1.6 mil. So I'm going to lose the cut on that, but still, it's over $1 million from selling those guys. And the prices on those are just going to come down. So I'd recommend getting those done as soon as possible and selling the guys on your farm accounts that you do them first with, and then keeping the ones that you do last. And then to go along with that, I also have about 200k, just shy of 200k worth of players. The boosted style guys and some other guys required to get that done floating around on some farm accounts, so we'll be able to sell those. And then on top of that, you get, what is it? It's like 12.5 for each set you have to do in there, and there's 12 of them. Anyway, you end up with like 150,000 coins on each of your farm accounts after you do that. So it's quite a few coins that you get for accomplishing that. If you add that all up, let's say I sell all of the reward players, that's like 2 million, I think, for 8. Yep, 2 million. And then if I get 150 times 5, that's another 750k, and then the guys I'll sell at the end are about 200k that I've invested into. I actually have a Larry Fitz, which is gonna sell for like 270. So anyway, that's like 3 million coins that you end up with if you can do the dual styles on all of your accounts. Now, granted, I did have to buy 2 Schefter Stars on each account, an offense and a defensive one. I'm still working out. I didn't get the cornerbacks that I wanted on all the accounts. I only got them on 3. So there's 2 accounts that don't have the double zone defense cornerback. But dude, there's so many coins to be made off that. So you can tag along with that I was talking about, the Road to the Playoffs master set with doing some of that. And I mean, that's like almost 4 million coins you can just get from grinding out some solos, picking up some guys, investing in some stuff. So definitely recommend doing that. I'm going to do a more in-depth write-up on that on Mutthead, on how I'm accomplishing it and how I recommend you guys do it. So check me out on Mutthead for that. Welcome to the guys in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions. To the guy on Twitter who said flip the road signs right now, you're awesome. Don't invest in those though. A quick side note, I'm going to stop doing my separate videos for investment binder stuff. I'm just going to update what we've been looking at over the last week during my videos, kind of like the watch part. And if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitter, Ebert_42. I'm going to let you know what to invest in as I'm investing in things. So some things that I'm going to be focusing on are some of the Schefter Star items. What you want to do is you want to pay attention on like Wednesdays and Thursdays to the guy that's about a week old. So right now we don't want to buy any of these Landrys. They're really new. They're just going to come down in price as people proceed to open them up. But the Gilmore is probably bottomed out right now. I'd be willing to bet you can go pick these guys up for 5K and you're going to be able to sell them for 10K sooner than later. So we see a lot of just bids for really cheap. I mean, this one's at 7.3 and the next one's at 9.2. That might be a decent buy right now to just go pick up. Look at this guy, 6'5". Like, this would be a decent guy to go ahead and purchase one of now, and I believe he will go up in the future. So, trying to get these guys more around 5 or 6K on the Wednesday before they go out. He's already come up a little bit in price because of the fact that he's not in packs as much any longer. But I'll let you know when I'm buying those, when I think they're bottomed out. But then if we go look at like what these guys look like, even a week later, the cheapest one of these is right 11K. So hopefully you can buy now for 6, sell later for around 11. Maybe even pick some of these guys up and flip them. A lot of people are using these to get those dual styles done because the rewards for them are so profitable right now. So keep your eyes on these guys, not only for flips, but also for some investments. Again, follow me on Twitter to know when I'm going in on these. I talked a little bit about the Legends badges. Hopefully you guys got in on some of those when the Legends bundles were out. When Legends bundles are out, I really like to flip Legends collectibles and invest in Legends badges. So I was able to pick some up for under 20K. Looking at Legends. Clear out the teams here. Boom. Search for ADG. What is up to everybody? Thanks for stopping by tonight. Bam. And we see these are already up to 30K. So I used some for a set to do that Heinz Ward. I'm sitting on one, so I can sell that and make a 10K profit off of it. But I'll definitely be tweeting out when I think it's a good time to get in on these. A lot of the buy nows were at 25, but I was able to do some bidding on a bunch and get them for, on average, about 20K. So that would have been a great thing for me to let you guys know about, and things that I'll let you know about stuff like that in the future. So again, it's kind of hard to tell you guys on Thursdays and Fridays what to invest in. So I'm going to use Twitter to kind of be more on top of that, and then I'll let you know during this if I think you should sell or hold on to the cards that we have currently invested in. So guys, that's all I have for my first video on my return from my little 2-week hiatus. Again, I was busy with the holidays. We just got a new puppy, got an English Springer Spaniel, a liver and white female. Her name is Freya, so she requires a lot of focus and time and my attention. It's easier for me to stream a little later on in the evening. So again, we're going to switch the schedule up. We're going to do some streaming around 11 p.m. Central Time. So hopefully the guys on the West Coast that want to watch me will be able to watch. Sorry for the guys on the East Coast. I know it's getting a little late for you. You guys might have to start checking me out on YouTube a little more. Sorry about that. Again, youtube.com/Ebert42. Twitch.tv/Ebert42 and Ebert_42 on Twitter. Give me follows, come stop by. We are going to celebrate the return after our little break in the new schedule next week by doing a 20K coin giveaway on the Xbox One. That'll be at about midnight Central Time, so 1 week from right now. If you guys are watching live, to the viewers, drop me a follow. That'll be the only thing. You'll have to be live with me in chat a week from now to be entered, and following the channel to be entered in the coin giveaway. So again, to the guys follow or watching me right now, check out my YouTube link if I can remember my Nightbot commands. To the guys checking me out on YouTube, come check me out live to get entered to be eligible for that 20K coin giveaway on Xbox One. For the guys live on Twitch, feel free to stick around. I'll stick around for a little while, see if you guys have any questions. To the guys on YouTube, as always, big heart, thanks for stopping by, and we will catch you guys next time.